If you are thinking about investing in the Colombo Stock Exchange, the first thing you need is you need to select a stockbroker. And if you have no idea how to select a stockbroker, in this video I'm going to let you know everything you need to know before selecting a stockbroker in Sri Lanka. Also, make sure to watch this video till the end because I'll be sharing a free cheat sheet where I compare all the stockbrokers in Sri Lanka. So make sure to watch this video till the end. Now let's jump into the lesson. First, let's learn who these stockbrokers are. Even though we say stockbrokers, these are actually stockbroker firms, and currently there are 26 stockbroker firms in Sri Lanka. These companies, they act as the middleman between you, the investor, and the Colombo Stock Exchange. So that's what stockbroker firms do. Now you might be wondering, why do you need a stockbroker? Why can't you just go directly and buy and sell shares from the stock market? Well, that's not how it works. For you to start trading, you need to open an account called the CDS account. CDS stands for Central Depository System. Central Depository System is, think of it as the accountant of the Colombo Stock Exchange. So to open a CDS account, you have to register with a stockbroker. There's no other way. That's why you need a stockbroker to invest in the Colombo Stock Exchange. Now, if you are wondering how are these stockbrokers making money, well, they are making money out of you. For every transaction that you do, whether you buy or whether you sell stocks, there is a transaction fee of 1.12%. Here's the breakdown of that 1.12%. Now, as you can see, your stockbroker or your brokerage, they get a commission of 0.64% of every transaction that you do. The balance, as you can see, goes to respective organizations who are helping to execute this transaction. Now, you don't have to worry about the breakdown of this. All you need to keep in mind that you will spend 1.12% for every transaction that you do, whether you buy stocks or whether you sell stocks. Now keep in mind that no matter which stockbroker you choose, you are going to pay the same transaction fee, the 1.12%. It doesn't change among different stockbrokers. So if you are essentially paying the same transaction fee, what difference does it make to select a stockbroker in Sri Lanka? Well, that's where my 5 criteria for selecting a stockbroker comes to play. After evaluating all the stockbrokers in Sri Lanka, I have come up with 5 criteria that you need to consider before selecting a stockbroker. So let's jump into the first criteria. Minimum investment to open a CDS account. With most stockbrokers, you can open a CDS account without a minimum investment, but some stockbrokers want you to invest a minimum amount. Now, this minimum amount can range from 10,000 rupees to 50,000, 100,000, even 1 million in certain stockbroker firms. Now, if you are a beginner investor and if you don't have that kind of money, then you'll need to find a stockbroker that does not require a minimum investment to open a CDS account. But keep in mind that this is completely up to you. This depends on how much you want to invest in the beginning, right? So that's the first thing you need to consider. The second thing you have to consider is minimum investment to get online trading facility. When you register with a stockbroker and when you open a CDS account, there are 2 ways you can buy and sell stocks. First is through your stock advisor. When you register with a stockbroker, they are going to assign a stock advisor for you. Whenever you want to buy or sell stocks, you can call your stock advisor or you can email them and they will do the transaction for you. That's the first way you can trade with your stockbroker. The second way is using online trading. Almost all the stockbrokers have online trading facility in Sri Lanka, and when you register with them, you are going to get a username and a password for a website where you can log in and you can start buying and selling shares on your own. This is my preferred way of doing it. I don't even know who my stock advisor is. Now, here's the catch. While certain stockbroker firms, they offer online trading facility as soon as you register without a minimum investment, some stockbroker firms want you to invest a certain amount before offering online trading. That's the catch. Again, if you're a beginner investor and if you don't want to invest about 50,000 rupees in the beginning to get online trading, then you need to find a stockbroker which does not require you to invest a certain amount to offer online trading facility, right? So that's the second thing that you need to consider. Third, you need to consider the online trading platform itself. The most popular online trading platform is A-Trade, or it can be even A-Trade, I don't know how you pronounce it. That's the platform that is used by most of the stockbrokers in Sri Lanka, but there are 2 other platforms called Intellect and Direct FN. Keep in mind that you are going to get more or less the same features in all these platforms that are out there, but this is again something that you need to consider, because I have heard that certain stockbrokers, they are using some outdated platforms which are not even very responsive when you compare with the most popular platforms that are out there. So this is the third thing that you need to consider. The fourth thing is research reports. Almost all these stockbroker firms, they have their internal research teams, and these are professionals who are looking at different companies to figure out where to invest their money. And the good thing is, most of them, they share these research reports with investors, right? So you need to find a stockbroker who offers these research reports, because if you're a beginner investor and if you're just starting out, these reports can be really helpful for you to get a head start. While some stockbroker firms share these research reports regularly, others do not do that, right? So you need to find a stockbroker firm who's open about sharing their research reports. The last thing you need to consider is mobile trading facility. If you're a person who thinks that you might buy and sell stocks using your mobile phone with a mobile app, this is something that you need to consider. Almost all the stockbroker firms, they have their mobile apps where you can buy and you can trade using your mobile phone. I'm a person who is not a big fan of using my mobile phone, so I prefer logging into a website using my laptop to buy and sell. But if you feel like you'll be buying and selling stocks using your mobile phone, make sure to check whether your stockbroker has a mobile app which allows you to trade, right? So those are the 5 things that you need to consider before selecting a stockbroker. Now let's come to the first question. So who is the best stockbroker in Sri Lanka? Well, there's no one best stockbroker. This is completely up to you. Based on whatever your requirement is, you can choose a stockbroker that fits your criteria. So there's no one best stockbroker. Of course, the customer service as well as how they deal with you can be different from one broker to another, but one person cannot simply claim that they know the best stockbroker in Sri Lanka unless they have opened CDS accounts with all 26 stockbrokers in the country, right? So there's no one best stockbroker. It's completely up to you. That leads to another question. Can you open CDS accounts with multiple stockbrokers? Of course you can. If you've already opened a CDS account with a stockbroker and if you feel like they suck, you can always register with another stockbroker. And even if you have not selected the stockbroker yet, and down the line if you realize that they are not offering all those services that they promised in the beginning, you can always select another stockbroker. So there's no restriction as to how many CDS accounts you can have with different stockbrokers. Now it's your call. It's time to select a stockbroker in Sri Lanka. And remember the free cheat sheet that I was talking about? Well, after comparing all the stockbrokers in Sri Lanka, I have compiled a Google sheet where I have compared everybody based on the 5 criteria that I was talking about. Let me recap those criteria for you. First, whether there is a minimum investment to open a CDS account. Second, is there a minimum investment to get online trading facility? Third, what is their online trading platform? The most popular one is A-Trade. Fourth, whether they share research reports with regular investors, with small-time investors like you and me. And finally, whether they have mobile trading facilities. So those are the 5 criteria that you need to consider before selecting a stockbroker. And to get access to that comparison sheet, that Google sheet where I have compared everybody, head down to the description of this video and you'll find a link. Click that link and add your email address to get access to my comparison sheet. Keep in mind that I'll be updating this regularly because stockbroker firms, they change their policies as well as their requirements from time to time. But I'll make sure to update them, and if you find anything that is different, let me know so that I'll update it so that more people just like you will benefit from that sheet. So head down to the description of this video, find that link and add your email address. Do not add your email addresses in the comments because I'm not going to reply to those. Find the link and click that link, then add your email address. I repeat again, do not add your email addresses in the comments. Right, so if you're new to my channel, my name is Nishan De Silva. I'm the founder of Jump.lk. Jump.lk is dedicated to teaching skills that are not taught in schools or universities. So if you want to start your own business, learn about personal finance and investing, and ultimately create a great life, go check out Jump.lk. And if you also want to read the in-depth article that I have written about how to select a stockbroker in Sri Lanka, you'll find the link in the description below. Now, if you are a beginner investor and if you have no idea where to start, watch this video where I have basically laid out exactly what a beginner investor should do in Sri Lanka, and I also I also recommend my favorite beginner investment in Sri Lanka. So if you have no idea where to start and if you want to start investing in Sri Lanka, make sure to click this video and watch this video. And until my next video, keep crushing it.